A worker asked Jong-suk about John's well-being after delivering the Bibles to North Korea. But Jong-suk's reply was that John was caught while re-entering North Korea. Bibles that we were carrying were found during a search. The guards that saw this were enraged, asking where the Bibles came from. John tried to mislead them, saying that he just found them on the ground, but they didn't believe him. At that moment, security guards started to kick and beat us mercilessly. Jong-suk, being afraid, just stared and began to shake his head. The guards were mad at John for not telling them where he got the Bibles, and started to kick and beat them ruthlessly. John fainted because he could not withstand the torture. A few hours passed. As John woke up, his face was unrecognizable, for it had cracked open with blood and swelling. I thought this was heaven. With his eyes swollen shut, John continued to wail. But all of a sudden, John sat up and began to sing a hymn. Oh, may sing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. One by one, others who heard John singing started humming. No one gave them an order to, yet the whole prison was being filled with praises. John was filled with praises that God had given him his very breath to breathe. Next day, I soon heard the jailer yelling, "Who sang yesterday?" John was dragged out. John, who was already covered with wounds, was beaten again. John couldn't withstand the beatings and eventually fainted and was thrown back into the prison cell. How many hours had passed? Through many dangers, toils, and snare, I have already come. Praises were flowing from John's lips. He was singing and humming in a small voice, following the medley of the hymn. Jong-suk embraced John, begging him to stop. Jong-suk could not understand the reason why John kept on singing to his death. He asked, "Teacher, I don't understand. How could he sing when he was beaten that way?" The reason John could sing praises to God under oppression, even to death, is that John had received the Holy Spirit.